Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. All things Middle Earth here with a really quick video for you on some possible PvP scenarios that you should definitely avoid. I had something unfortunate happen to me on stream a few days ago that I think could definitely be used to your disadvantage in game if you're at least not aware of it. So stay tuned, we're going to go over that in just a minute. Okay, so this one's probably going to be short today because I don't need to overcomplicate it, but I just want to make sure you guys understand the mechanic for having your settlement uprooted and what that means for you and your troops. Now, we're playing on server 350, streaming over on Twitch. That's linked down below if you want to come hang out. We're playing against Linden, which this is the Chisgol restart server, all that good stuff. We're playing against Linden. We've been pushing back and forth in the south border, kind of trading crossings back and forth, playing some leapfrog, all that good stuff. And much like we are in a standoff right here, we were at another crossing a few days ago during stream, and this was near the end of the attack, so it didn't really have a huge effect on it, but I kind of realized how big the implications could have been. But at the time of having I had my troops down here like I do right now. They're in this crossing right here, getting ready to defend the crossing here for some possible PvP. And I had my troops down here, and my settlement was all the way up here. So this is way up here in the southern Anduin Vale. We had taken this earlier, and we're getting positioned around the ring. It's been kind of hopping all over the place, but up here, way far away from here. So it wasn't ideal in terms of reinforcement times, but I wasn't able to relocate yet. Was waiting on my 3-day timer and all that kind of stuff. And as you can see, we have these like forts. People had put them around me as kind of a joke, and we were joking around about it because it wasn't a big deal to me that I got relocated because I was planning on doing it soon anyway. So as the battle is going on down here, they did finish taking out my base. As you can see, there's someone else here now that got put there or relocated there. I'm not sure. And as they took my settlement, all of my troops were relocated to my settlement. So I had troops at a crossing like this, ready to battle, ready to defend, whatever it was. And then my my settlement got relocated back up into land we control. I think it was in the Wither Gardens, I believe. So somewhere, let's just say it was here for argument's sake. And now I had no troops down here. I was immediately pulled back up here, and it wasn't intentional. And even the people that we were on stream with didn't know about it and didn't do it intentionally for that reason. But it was something that we weren't super aware of that I think could be very useful in PvP, or at least be useful to know about, because if you are fighting on two fronts and your settlement is on one place and in range of attacks happening, which is probably going to be the case because a lot of people relocate to where they're fighting. So I have my settlement down here now, which is just back to the east of where that crossing was, just, you know, over here to the left a little bit. I have my settlement down here. So, you know, if we have a big war raging on and someone's able to get back and take out my settlement either while I'm not on or before I can get my troops back or whatever, that's going to take all my troops and push them somewhere else. Now, again, in theory, I think this would be hard to pull off strategically. It kind of happened because we didn't know that it could happen. But I think there are scenarios where you're pushing on multiple fronts and maybe you leave your settlement unguarded, or maybe it's overnight that it happens, or maybe a different faction changes sides. You know, for example, here, a possible scenario for this situation in this world that I'm in would be, let's say Mordor had a big force in southern Ithilien and they pushed down into Horondor and started taking out settlements that are here. That would then pull troops that are over here at the crossing. So if anybody's settlement, not at this one, sorry, if anyone's settlement gets uprooted in Horondor that they've up over there further west, for any of these players over here, them and all their troops would be sent back somewhere in territory that they control, I believe closer to their starting point, which is way over here. So it can really be an inconvenience, especially if you've recently relocated and you have to wait 3 more days. You're stuck over there, so you have a super long march time. And at the very least, even if you could relocate right away, you'd have to go down here, take a 3x3 space again, and then recall your troops anyway, and then, you know, put your base back. So again, not something super, like, I feel like on paper there's some strategy to it and it could, you know, play off well, but the big thing was I was unaware of it, and I did pay a little bit for it just in the matter of time. So if you're in a battle like that, you want to make sure that if your settlement is in trouble of being taken out, that you send your troops back to guard and protect your settlement, or have someone that you're allied with help you out with that, because it could end up being something that could be used to your disadvantage. Again, like a situation like we talked about here with Mordor, that could be a pretty crazy play made if you have the coordination, you have the troops. So again, it is a war battling game. It's all about figuring out good strategies and understanding how things work. So I just wanted to put that out there. Again, a little shorter one today, but I felt like it was useful information. So hopefully you found that useful. If you didn't know that, let me know in the comments. And if you did know it, maybe let me know if you've used that to your advantage against your enemies in any of your servers. But that's going to do it for me in this one, and I'll see you all in the next video.